Hi guys, welcome to the third lesson in this piano music theory course. In the previous lessons, I've been talking about the basic layout of the piano in lesson 1 and the name of the white keys in lesson 2. Now, lesson 1 is not required in order to watch this lesson, but lesson 2 is. So if you haven't seen lesson 2, make sure to go back, watch that first, practice all of the white notes, and basically it would be really helpful if you actually know all of the names of the white notes already before we're getting into the black note names. So having said that, right now we're going to be going into the black note names. I'm going to be showing you this box right here. I'm not putting it up in red again because I want you to start being familiar with this. Okay, so C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. These notes right here, we're going to be talking about the black notes in this little box. So the first thing you need to know about black notes is that black notes don't carry their own name. They're always being referred to as being next to a note, okay? And therefore, a black note can be next to two notes all of the time. It can be, for instance, if we're talking about this note right here, it's next to the C, but it's also next to the D. Okay, makes sense, right? Because it's in the middle. Same for this note. It can be next to the D, but it is also next to the E. This note right here is in between the F and G. This one is between G and A, and this one is between A and B. Okay? So again, it doesn't carry its own name. It's being referred to as either on the right of blah 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 blah, or on the left of blah 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 blah. So let's have a look at this note right here. So I have to refer to this note as being on the right of the C, or on the left of the D, okay? And it's basically carrying two names, right of C, left of the D. Makes sense? Now obviously that is a long name, so instead of saying this note is located on the right side of the C, we simply say sharp. So when you say sharp, it means that note is on the right side of that note. So this is C, and this is C sharp. Makes sense, right? C, C sharp, D, D sharp, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp. Okay? You can also navigate from the note itself, so C. If you move to the right from C, you get sharp, so C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. Okay, so C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. You'll probably notice that there's no E sharp and no B sharp because there's not a black note on the right. At least there's no black note with that name, as we'll see in the next lesson. You can also, as I said, refer to the note which is on the right of the note, but then you're basically going down. Remember, up the piano is to the right, down the piano is to the left. So if we go up from C to C sharp, it's called a sharp because we're going up, we're going to the right. If we're going down, we call it a flat. So C, well, there's no black note right here, so let's start on the D. D flat to the left will be this note. E flat to the left will be this note. G flat to the left will be this note. A flat, we're still going to the left, this note right here, and B flat. Okay, so D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat. Why? Because the black note doesn't carry its own name. It's always being referred to. It's on the right of the C or it's on the left of the D. Cool? So we have sharps and flats, and it's all the same notes. C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, or D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat. So this note is being called C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat. So let's start with the sharps first. I'm going to play the black notes and I want you to call out the sharp name for it. Okay, so let's start with an easy one right here. Yes, it's C sharp. Now this one, It's also C sharp. Ooh, this might be a tricky one. A sharp. F sharp. D sharp. F sharp. Remember, if you're wondering about the name and it's called a sharp, have a look at the left, see what note is right there, and basically steal that name. So this one, look to the left, there's an F right here, so this is the F sharp. G sharp. D sharp. C sharp. A sharp. Now, to confuse you a little bit, let's go into the flats, okay? I know it's annoying to switch back and forth, and it might take you some time to get all of this, but eventually you will. So, D flat, E flat, B flat. Remember, if you want to figure out the flat name of the chord, if you want to figure out the flat name of the note, have a look to the right. So there's a B, therefore this is B flat. Okay? E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, again a G flat, B flat, D flat, E flat. Okay? So right now I want you to focus again on this little section right here. We're just going to have these 5 notes, but now I'm going to be calling out sharps and flats at the same time, okay, in order to get you used to this. So try and get as many as you can. I'm going to call them out and then I'm going to show them. And I'm going to start with an F sharp. Please play the F sharp in this segment right here. It's that one. Okay, could you play me a D flat? G sharp, E flat, G flat, A sharp, C sharp, D flat. Oh, it's the same one. Okay. Let's do an E flat, F sharp, B flat, D flat, and a G sharp. Okay, so now you basically know the 7 names of the white keys, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and the 10 names of the black keys, even though there's just 5. C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat, and A sharp or B flat. Okay, you might be wondering, hey, how do I know whether it's a sharp or a flat? Actually, that's not that difficult. In most pop songs, you will either just have flats in the song or just have sharps. Okay, in the classical music you could have flats and sharps in the same song, but usually in a pop song, let's say there's a D flat and a G flat and a B flat, then all of them are flats and we never call any of them a sharp. You could also have a situation where you have a lot of sharps and then there wouldn't be any flats. Okay. So I'm not going to go into that too much because I don't want to tell you anything you're not ready to know yet, but yeah, we're either going to have a song with regular notes and flats or a song with regular notes and sharps most of the time. So thank you so much for watching. If you've been paying attention, you know that there's 7 notes, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then you also know that we only have 5 names with flat or sharp. So for instance, a B sharp, because there's no black note right here, we haven't been talking about that, or an F flat, for instance. However, these notes do exist, and we're going to be talking about them in the next lesson. So make sure to watch that. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and in the next lesson we'll be talking about white notes with black key names. Ooh. See you there.